Loren instructed Saren to take care of any business in the Citadel before they left. You will be able to shop in each town you travel to. At the start, you only have basic equipment and are carrying a few potions. Potions will be very useful in some battles, especially at the hard difficulty level. All items you own will be stored in the party inventory, which you can access anytime by pressing the I key. Alright. This is my party setup. I guess I'll do something like this. Okay, so this is my inventory. And I have 100 gold. Let's see, these point out what I can or can't use. How are we doing in terms of armor? I'm not too worried about weapons right yet. She has 2 blades. I have the fine longsword, the leather armor. Let's actually equip this on him, right? Can I compare? Each character can have 2 predefined weapon setups. In battle, you can switch between them using the switch weapon action. The bag icon in the middle shows the skills. You can then click on the 2 icons above to toggle between class and specialization skills. You can press S to get to the skill screen faster. Q is quests. Alright. What's his ability? Restores 25% of target allies' HP. For you, we have dual wield. Offhand weapons inflict 50% damage. Alright. Alright, this does 13 damage. Okay, this is a... what is this? A fine longsword? That's a tempered sword. Oh, I can compare in here. Better damage. Less crit chance. Alright. And we will give the other one fine longsword just in case. What is this? Standard crossbow. We got leggings. He has less hit points too, so I definitely want to give him the armor. Oh wow, that gives less defense. Never mind. What about you? Yeah, that's less defense too. Better speed, but eh. Looks like there's a lot of like micromanaging of sorts. Yeah, I don't really need this. Let's see if there's a better piece of armor for Saren. Something below 100 gold, preferably. Chain helmet, maybe. Oh, these are the cheap ones right here. Yeah, let's get leather shoulder pads. Yep, definitely improved there. These I can sell. Yeah, for sure. Can I get another one for our beloved princess? I believe so. And I have enough for one more thing. Okay, what do we have here? Potions. How many potions do we have? Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we'll go with that. She uses two swords, right? She dual wields. So maybe I can find a better sword for her. Type one-handed. What kind of weapons is she using? They both have to be one-handed, therefore she can dual wield. Maybe this. Does less damage, but attack value is up and crit power is up. Let's buy one. Ah, there we go. I'll hold on to the sword just in case. Okay, I think we're good. Spent a little bit of time there, but well worth it, I think. Saren and Loren walked up to Commander Breza. You remain, Your Highness? Have you reconsidered claiming the title of Queen? Absolutely not. I'm preparing for my journey. I do not know how long I will be gone, but my hope is for not very. Of course. You seem suspiciously eager to forget Queen Karen. How dare you? You are a slave, so speak when you are spoken to. Silence. He is speaking in my interests. I am surprised in you too. This is your queen you are dismissing so easily. Do not forget that she will return and will hear of your actions to rescue her. Yes, Majesty. I mean only to enforce Amazon traditions, not to dishonor Karen. Queen Karen. Breza gulped and corrected herself, shooting a sharp look towards Saren. Moments earlier, Breza had been singing his praises, but now there was an uncomfortable air between them. Well, go Saren. Alright, I think we are ready to go. Hopefully I can legitimately dual wield. And I didn't F myself in the foot. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I want both of them to fight. I don't want both of them to be in the back row. Upon seeing Saren approach the front gates, Loren demanded an immediate departure. They would leave the security of the Citadel and cross the plains of Aravorn to search for her mother, no matter how long it took to find her. The first place to visit was the town of Grimoire in the Human Empire. Saren's first goal was to reach the city of Grimoire, the capital of the Human Empire, but it was a dangerous road plagued by goblins and bandits. When they arrived, however, they would be able to begin their investigation. Loren and her ally were walking down a road in the middle of the plains en route to the town of Grimoire. Oh shit, this is where things get real, huh? I haven't even fought anything yet. Even though Loren was quiet, Saren knew that she was thinking only of saving her mother. The only clue we have is that my mother's guards have disappeared as well. If we find them and we find my mother. That is a good plan, Your Highness. Their relationship was as one might expect between a servant and royalty. Saren quietly followed the princess and would only praise and agree with her when given the chance to speak. He was used to being less formal, but then he had never served royalty before. Loren noticed nothing about this behavior because she was quite used to it. This is the only way out from the Citadel, so the Queen must have passed by here. It would be very helpful if there were any witnesses to unusual activity, but Your Highness, may I ask a question? Loren glanced at him with a frown. This was the first time he had dared speak out of turn. If you must, but I cannot promise that I will answer. Why aren't we using a griffin to travel now? They're faster than walking and much safer. You fool, aren't you aware of the laws of my people? Saren took a step back, fearful for his life, as he should be. For the most part, yes. My choice to leave the Citadel took away my privileges. The griffins are not allowed to me. Couldn't you change the laws? As queen, but I am not queen. My mother is. I see. I'm sorry that I asked, Your Highness. Now you know. Don't forget it. I guarantee that I shall not, Your Highness. Damn, got whipped there. They traveled mostly quiet through the day until it faded to night. The land ran flat with sparse boulders along the path. This looks like a great place to camp. Loren, however, did not stop walking and continued on without a word. Your Highness? Keep up. Saren sprang up from the ground where he was about to start a fire and hurried after her. Loren seemed prepared to travel a lot further that night. Saren steeled himself for a very long walk, but he found it more and more difficult to keep his position behind Loren. She was beginning to walk much slower. Loren's feet were dragging along against the ground rather than proudly stomping ahead like earlier in the day. Saren knew that Princess Loren was tired. We should stop for the night and make camp. My mother out there is out there, waiting for someone to save her. If that someone is me. Loren was not going to stop for even a moment until Queen Karen was recovered. It was now Saren's job to keep her from sabotaging herself of her own determination. While it's not going to be forceful, friendly. You will be no use to your mother running on no sleep. Loren halted and spun around. What did you say to me? Saren knew then that his life was over. He was too used to speaking freely with his previous mistress, and his tongue got away from him. I'm sorry, Princess. What I meant to say is that I'm too exhausted to continue. Loren shifted her weight and put her hands on her hips. You? I'm used to hard labor, but I was always granted rest at night by the grace of your highnesses. Loren evaluated him, though only superficially. Deep down she was more tired than Saren. I had thought you were stronger than this. Loren pushed past him and into the bushy grass. She sat down cross-legged, her back straight, and her arms rested on each knee, just like Amazon royalty. Lie down, man. I will give you only a few hours. Do not waste them. Getting Loren to stop was enough for Saren, and he decided not to waste his mistress's generosity. He promptly walked over and laid in the grass next to her, but not too close, because God forbid if he did. Saren woke a few hours later to Loren calling him. He did not see Loren sleep a wink. However, Loren's speed and alertness had improved, letting him know that she might have rested after all. Oh, thank God. Chick is determined. I've seen no population since we left. I was told the Grimoire settlement was on this route. Where is it? Is it past that mountain? Which mountain, mistress? You see, before us. You've instructed me to walk straight for it. Princess, that is not a mountain. It is the city of Grimoire. Loren stopped once again to turn to her servant. That is not a city. It is too large. It is a large walled city like the Citadel. Amazons? Loren reached for her sword, bristling at the thought of a competing tribe so close to her home. No, Grimoire is the capital of the Empire, the nation of men. Please put away your sword. We are not to make war with them. Loren looked at her blade, frowned, and slid it back into its sheath. Man, she has a fiery temper, doesn't she? Others can build cities as great as the Citadel? Are you sure of what you speak? Yes, castles can be constructed by any nation with the proper materials. You didn't know that? Loren winced from the insinuation that she was not well educated. I know that the Amazons are superior to all other nations, so the Citadel is superior to all other castles. Oh my God. I'm going to have fun narrating this story. Yes, Your Grace. Saren learned just how sheltered Loren truly was. Even his former mistress knew all about the outside world, but then she was not allowed to travel outside of the Citadel's walls. Oh, she was allowed. Loren was not. He knew then that he would have to take better care of his princess than he anticipated. Sometimes when you travel to a city, you will encounter a random battle. You can also access the camp button on the map. It will take you to your group's campsite so that you may speak with your party members. Getting to know each character is important in the game and may even lead to romance. Oh! You got my attention, game. See what you can find. Ah! Okay, that was jarring. There's Grimoire. I can only imagine we're going to that really spooky, volcano-ish land in the northeast. I'm just putting it out there. What's this? Oh, okay, these toggle things. In this screen, you can talk with your party members. The available dialogue options change based on the main plot. Talking is completely optional, but can unlock romance options or extra quests. What is this? Ah, like a romance meter? Saren approached Loren tentatively. She looked deep in thought and was probably dangerous to disturb her. Nevertheless, he spoke up. Your Highness? Fortunately, Loren gave him a slight nod of acknowledgement, but nothing more. Forgive me for asking, but I do not know much of the situation. Perhaps if you told me more, I could assist you better. What more is there to know? My mother is missing. Yes, but what was the Queen doing to have gone missing? When was the last time you saw her? Loren raised her chin while her eyes blinked rapidly. I can't tell you much of anything. I wish I could, but I can't. My mother was an immensely private person, but you are asking for the facts, and the facts are that the Queen, was not in her bedchamber one morning, and we have not seen her since. And the scouts? Were you not there? They could not find her. Even though they could track a sparrow through a forest, they could not find their own queen. Loren looked away. Saren was uneasy in the ensuing silence. But we will succeed where the scouts have failed. Absolutely. The conviction brought hope to her. She uttered a sigh. I already knew that. Yes, Your Grace. Mistress, what can you tell me of the Citadel? Being the princess, you must hold much more knowledge of it than I. Loren crossed her arms. Of course I do. The Citadel was built stone by stone by the Great Mothers. We were once able to defend our land without it, but fools kept testing the strength of the Amazons, and so our walls were built. In our fortress, we are invincible. The walls of the Citadel are impenetrable and always well defended. It's held off invasions by every ragtag banner known. You would think some militants would learn to avoid us, but the stability of our mighty home will likely continue to be tested. Such is the way of the world. I sometimes wonder why Mother doesn't send the scouts upon all other empires and conquer them all. Friendly. Do you really think the Amazons could take over the whole entire world? Why not? Well, I believe they are outnumbered for one. Wait. I did say friendly, right? One of our warriors could take on 1,000 of whatever excuse for a warrior anyone else has. I think you would be surprised. I don't think so. A wise ruler would think. Loren snapped her mouth shut and looked away. We are done with the history lesson. Oh God. There's still more! Your Majesty, if I may ask, now that we are traveling together, I would like to know what you expect of me. What kind of question is this? Everything I need you for, that is what a servant is for. I see. I'm still your princess, even though I've left the Citadel. Yes, I was not doubting that at all, ma'am. It's just, I was assigned duty in the healer's quarters. I have not had much experience in direct servitude with royalty. I do not have the will or mind to teach you your job. If I say something, do it. All of my slaves stood 5 paces away from me at all times, and they did not look at me in the eyes. Saren immediately averted his eyes and took several steps away. Loren evaluated him. No, that looks odd when there is only one of you. You may stand closer. Saren shuffled back. He's like doing the country two-step. Behind me, when I am not addressing you. Yes, thank you, mistress. It was a small victory for him to be allowed more intimacy with Loren. Perhaps when they came to know each other more, Saren could stand with respect next to her. Yeah, right. How many times can I talk to her? Okay. Okay, that is really jarring. Alright, save. So guys, that is it for this part of Loren the Amazon Princess, obviously enough. I'm going to try to split this into multiple parts based on chapter, and if a part starts to get too long, I'll start to divvy it up. I'm not entirely sure how many chapters there are in this game, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this footage and this playthrough. I'm not sure what I think about it so far. The dialogue system is interesting. I have hope for it. I have hope for the combat system, which I haven't seen yet. But I suppose we probably will get into a random encounter on our way to Grimoire, so... Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, I encourage you to leave a like and comment, as it helps and benefits the growth of the channel, and lets me know you guys are enjoying this. I am Rye. Happy gaming, everybody. See you soon. The Amathons. Fresh apples, apples, good fruit for you. The salesman picked up a bright red fruit that neither of them had seen before and shoved it into Loren's hand. Her eyes went large from being handled like a commoner. He's gonna get his head cut off. 1 apple or 2 apples? Loren, however, was too offended to respond. 2 apples for the big woman. 2 apples, 6 gold.